Isaac Paredes first up, lines one to left. That's going to be in there for a base hit. Over to pick it up is Wood. It's a leadoff single for Isaac Paredes, and the batter is Nico Hoerner.
Leadoff double to start the first. Leadoff single here for Paredes, who's been in a prolonged funk for a good long while. This one off the barrel in towards the hands, but able to muscle it into left for a leadoff knock. Be good to see him get on a bit of a roll.
Nico, line drive, base hit to right, check swing, rounding second and going to third is Paredes. Cubs got a break. Nico tried to hold up the swing. He'll take it though. And the Cubs have men at first and third with nobody out.
Like a cricketer protecting the wicket, he just blocks this one to right. Somebody in the dugout will give him some grief. Hey, Nico, can you teach me that? Teach me that swing, would you please?
Lines a base hit to center. The Cubs offense is alive and well. A run is in, nobody out. Cubs are down by a run. And now the batter is Pete Crow Armstrong.
Yeah, now we get to the dangerous part of the batting order. 8-9. 3 consecutive knocks here, and this is reminiscent of that ninth inning in Pittsburgh the other day. Again, this fastball is moving in on Dansby. It's up in on his hands a little bit. He's just playing a little pepper.
1-2 on Pete Crow Armstrong. Infield back. Pete drives one in the air, right center field and deep. Back toward the wall. This ball is going to be off the wall. 2-run score on a double by Pete Crow Armstrong. And the Cubs have a 3-2 lead.
There's just no panic in him. You know, when he first came up and earlier this year with 2 strikes, maybe a little overly aggressive. It takes some bad hacks. He has just been hammering the fastball for an extended period of time now. This is 92 up, out, away from him, and he rides it into the gap in right center. If not for a good play by Young out there in center field, he's probably on third base. But McCarron well played, and he has to check down at second.
That's go ahead, JD.
I was just going to say both teams with an early trip to the mound. Jim Hickey, pitching coach for the Nationals, out chatting with his young righty. And PCA is now 12 for 24. That's 500, folks, on this road trip.
Armstrong will go to third on the bouncing ball by Amaya. Armstrong went on contact and advanced to third.
He has put up huge numbers. 372 on base, 582 slug.
Armstrong will score. Safe at first is Ian Happ. Armstrong ran as soon as the ball was hit. Chaparro made a mistake. He's learning about Pete Crow Armstrong, and I think right now he knows even more about him, JD.
Well, PCA able to advance to third base on that little chopper by Amaya. I mean, that was one indication of his speed, and now he sprints home with the infield in. This is certainly a contact play, and then the slide. The head first slide is brought to you by Wisconsin Dells. Plan your getaway at wisdells.com.
Happ safe at first. Cubs now lead 4-2.
We talk a lot about infielders and their internal clock, knowing who the base runners are.
Happ gets an RBI. Here's a deep drive by Bush. Cruz going back. It's over his head. One hopping the wall. Racing around third is Happ. He's going to try to score. The relay will not be made. RBI double for Michael Bush. And the Cubs now lead 5-2.
Yeah, you go back to the 7th inning in Pittsburgh the other day. How much hitting has this team done? It's unbelievable. A cookie to Michael Bush. And he smokes it.
Bush with his 51st run batted in. Bellinger drives one in the air, deep right field. Back goes Cruz. This ball is going to be gone for a 2-run homer. Cody Bellinger, a 2-run home run over that tall right center field barrier. And the Cubs now lead 7-2.
Jake Irvin not fooling anybody right now. They're getting off some real good swings against him. A lot of solid contact, and finally the long ball, this time from Bellinger. Home run replay brought to you by Toyota, official vehicle of the Chicago Cubs. Really leaned on that one. That's home run number 14. Man, I don't know any of the answers to this test.
Well, that was a bad feeling, and yes, I did have it a time or two, JD. And that just as a young student all the way through college. Cubs enjoy a 7-run rally.